Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Berserk, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia, and as always, coming here to help Muslims leave Islam, see for themselves, and keep away from Islam. Sorry, at some network problems. Network problems. So that's why a little bit late, but better late than never. So here I am, and please bear with me. I've been a Shia, so now that I examine the Quran ayats without any fear or, thinking that I'm not sure. This is the word of Allah, so how can I even question it? Without that, it helps to see so many mistakes and all, right? Hope you see it too. So please be empty, remove any kind of bias, just being empty, just observing first to see it neutrally, how to see the Quran as. Before you come here, keep coming here and blaming me for being a liar. And it's been so hard for me. Not that I want your pity, but I just want understanding hearts to be here, compassionate. So hoping that you will understand this, because really I feel very low. I have been feeling a lot of pain, seeing how misguided my Muslims have been. And I'm appealing to your hearts emotionally also, but that doesn't mean that you need to get emotional. But I hope that for the sake of this Allah also, the compassionate, you would understand what is compassion, Allah's compassion, right? And use that. Please, this is very, very important. I'm doing this to help Muslims with sincerity and honesty. So, and helping myself along the way. It's quite therapeutic to bring this out and share. So thank you for the chance given to me by those who have given me this chance. And thank you to social media, live streams, YouTube, Facebook, and here for you. Thank you to YouTube for screencasting. So much grateful for that. Okay, now I just want to, checking the sound, it's good. All the problems I have been having with the sound also, and slow internet, and things like that, buffering and all. And this is they say that when I'm screencasting, the sound is low, but when I come live like this to talk to someone, without the screencasting, the sound is normal. So due to the screencasting, the sound becomes a little low. My voice, not the inside mobile video. Okay, so hope you bear with me and you understand why this is happening. Okay, now how to find out again on this a little bit, how to find out, and then we'll get to the topic that I found a problem in. This Quran ayat, surah number and ayat number I will give later when I come to it. So for now, how to find out if a statement or ayat is the true sign of Allah. So how do you see something for what it is? You can see my contemplations. How do you see something for what it is? and if it's false or true, not having to believe in me or someone telling you, but using the tools available to us. The tool of perhaps observation, yeah, first in the beginning without judgment, that is, because here that night when I was on live stream, later on, Juhi Chawla made a comment, and it was very important, I think, for you to see this comment that I've put in my own words. But she meant, Juhi Chawla, religious people are cowards. It's my unbiased observation. So, have you ever learned to observe something without any bias, right? So this is very helpful in this searching the Quran ayats, if this the Quran is true, or finding out if this is a false prophet or a true prophet, like that. So I started on a mission, research on my religion, trying to find out in the beginning how Shia Islam is the best against other, right? Other schools of thought in Islam also, and wanted to help Muslims who say Shias are not Muslims, they're disbelievers and all, to understand this and show them, guide them if they want guidance, and then also refer them to the religious scholars that I thought were great and helpful and unbiased. If you want to leave your school of thought and come to Shias. So you would be invited and things like that. To my very shock, again, I'm just repeating myself, that I saw the Quran ayats and even Shia commentaries and all not up to the mark. So I could understand. I mean, I understood what I thought I understood and how I saw this, that the Prophet, like in Surah Tahrim, should not be prohibiting himself what Allah has made lawful for him, seeking to please his wives and all this, right? So I just went on like that and realized terrible, terrible Quran ayats. So many mistakes. So instead of calling someone a liar or me a liar here, you don't have to believe in me, right? So just observe first, like Juhi Chawla helped us by saying this, that she has observed unbiased observation. For example, in the case of the Quran ayats, observing with no fear or anything, then using Quran rules, right? So we use the Quran rules against those Quran ayats that are contradictory, or the Prophet shouldn't have done this, he made a mistake, things like that. So we use other Quran ayats and then the tafsirs also. Thanks to Juhi Chawla for this help. So I thought of talking about this, discussing this with you and telling you this, or if you are here, we can discuss, any Muslim here. So I found this, I've read a book long time ago, Mr. God, this is Anna by Finn. You're frightened, she took my hand. So I'm going to read some parts of this, excerpts from this book. Parts from this book. You're frightened. She took my hand and we went on our way. It wasn't an accusation, just a matter of fact observation. So can we have this from the Muslims, a matter of fact observation, and not an accusation, like you're a liar, you're dishonest, right? And so this Mr. God, I mean, for Anna, she was a child of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She died at 8, I think. This book I've read a long time ago, so can't remember exactly what age she died. I think it was 8 years old. So she's very close, like she demonstrates and, scientifically and everything. So beautiful, this book, that I felt the Imams should have done with us. When I was reading Al-Kafi, I really wished that the Imams could demonstrate, like, what is this light and what is this dot, which Imam Ali himself has said, that I'm the dot under the bar of the Bismillah, and the whole quote of Imam Ali on the Quran and the explanation. So God does say that its explanation rests on us. So that's why I felt I need to read this out. I find it very interesting. I hope you find it interesting too. The excerpts from Mr. God, This Is Anna by Finn. It was just that, okay, start. It was just that she made herself so vulnerable. This made people hesitate as to the next step. This was a trick that she had learned. Make people hesitate by whatever means you have at your disposal, fair or foul. Make people hesitate, and your remarks have a better chance of being looked at, being seen again. I suppose on the whole I didn't do too badly, considering I didn't give in without a struggle. Letting your soul, or whatever fancy name you like to give it, out of its cage and into the daylight is perhaps the hardest thing anyone can do. So you remember the soul thing you remember eyes on the soul? There's a soul that's prone to evil. Hazrat Yusuf says in Surah Yusuf, if God did not have mercy on me, I would have gone for it. The seduction by Zuleikha, the king's wife, the queen, seducing Yusuf to sleep with him, sleep with her. So, and he says the soul is prone to evil, like even his soul is prone to evil. And God says that to Iblis, that you will not be, even Iblis says that, except for your chosen ones, or I will not be able to lead astray. What is it? Your chosen ones, right? So, but Yusuf saying, my soul is prone to evil, like in a way, like, indirectly implies that had God not have had mercy on me, since the soul is prone to evil, like he generally says it, but what does it mean? Coming back to Yusuf, it means even his soul is prone to evil if God had not had mercy on him. So we're scared all the time about the soul not being guided also, Surah Sajda 13, and then you'll be sent to hell, jinn and men altogether. And I've promised, God says, I've given the word. To whom? To Iblis. So this, okay? So remember the soul, letting your soul, or whatever fancy name you like to give it, out of its cage and into the daylight is perhaps the hardest thing anyone can do. So, although in Surah Hadith recently I was reading that believers have a light of their own, God has given them that light, but let's see, the soul is still prone to evil. So to be scared of the soul is something. You need to get the soul out in broad daylight. The hoarding down the Broadway displayed in large and red lettering, do you want to be saved? I wondered just how many people would say yes to that. Had it read, do you want to be safe? Millions of people would have said yes, yes, yes. We want to be safe. Another barricade would have gone up. The soul is imprisoned, protected. Why do we imprison the soul? Who has imprisoned the soul and protected? But it says in the Quran that the soul is prone to evil. Nothing can get in it, but then it can't get out either. Being saved is nothing to do with safe. Being saved is seeing yourself clearly. No bits colored glass, no protection, no hiding, simply seeing yourself. Anna never said anything about being saved. Never, to my knowledge, attempted to save anybody. I don't suppose she would have understood this way of putting things, for this was my interpretation. You see how many interpretations, open to interpretations, Quranites there are? And everyone has their own interpretation, the Muslims. And then we take, Shias take like my former religion, sect, takes it from Imams, the interpretation of the Quran. But so we need to get rid of this interpretation. This was my interpretation. This is the Shia interpretation. This is the Sunni interpretation. This is the Quran only interpretation. So then it would be so clear, right? The Quran, ayats for everyone, singular, united, you stand, divided, you fall. But Anna knew full well, now here's a hint perhaps, that where there's something which is like no interpretation but seeing it for what it is. You know, there was I searched it out, there was a quote from Prophet Muhammad. No, it was a prayer to Allah. It was a hadith, I think. I'm not sure how far that hadith is true or it comes from the Shia or Sunni. I just searched it out long time ago on the internet in Karachi and said, "Oh Lord, make me see things as they are, for what they are," right? So, and that thing which doesn't have any interpretation, it's not open to interpretation, it just isn't. It's just like, even if it has like 7 dimensions or 70 dimensions, it's for all of you to see, united, in unity. But Anna knew full well that it was no use playing things safe. You simply had to come outside if you wanted to make progress. Coming outside was dangerous, very dangerous, but it had to be done. There was no other way. But how God scares you that if you don't believe, I'll put this on you and I'll send you to hell and obliterate your faces and curse. So this is excerpts from Mr. God. This is Anna by Finn. Another one. So where's the, okay, let me see. There was a, like, maybe not in this, but to fully see something and to know, knew full well. Okay, she knew full well to come out is to be vulnerable. And I think that is something that God, this Muslim God doesn't allow you, these religious gods don't allow you. And that's why, don't you think it's man-made, like it's from the mind, rather than from seeing a witness? Like, okay, in the Quran, I see many ayahs which say, Allah is a witness, Allah is a witness. But the one who calls Allah to witness to his heart, what's in his heart, he goes around killing this, that, also that. So you get so scared that you have to just cling on to Prophet Muhammad and the Quran, and some of them like, oh, we have to just see this face value and not make things out, and you know, by our own mind. Shaitan comes whispering in our hearts and this, ears. So scared. Now, that's not your book, even. So, Imam Hussain can do justice to it, I can't. Hello, ma'am. Ilu. Hello, Gogo, welcome. Our message retreat. Okay. Hello, Gogo, welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello. How are you, brother? Ilu. That's the Indian song we came across. I mean, I sang for Gogo later on. He said, sing. Welcome. I'm fine, thank you. That's great. So, Gogo, are you Hindu, Indian, or who are you? Are you an ex-Muslim? Just wondering. So now you see, oh, cause I ain't frightened. Oh, so now here is the clue. Anna discovered on her own things like that. She was wonderful, you know, and she was like, ain't Mr. God wonderful? She didn't need to think about the answer to my question. It's an excerpt, so what question? How come you haven't, this question, how come you haven't got bits of glass? She'd had it ready for a long time, simply waiting for the right moment to deliver it. She didn't make a fuss about delivering it either. Or, oh, 'cause I ain't frightened. Now that's probably the most missable sentence that can be uttered. Missable because that's what it's all about. Missable because it is too damned expensive. Missable because the price of not being frightened is trust. Remember, I did this on the trust ayat. We offered the trust to man. He was ignorant and zalim, or something like that. So now, you see, she's not frightened. What does she do? It doesn't belong to ignorance even, or security or confidence, for that matter, to knowledge either. Not even knowledge. Excuse me, it is simply the ability to move out of the I'm the center of all things and to let something or someone take over. And as for Anna, she had simply moved out and let Mr. God move in. I'd known about this for a long time. Oh, there's more. So this is a long one, except in here was the image, you see, of God. It isn't the devil in humanity that makes man a lonely creature. It's his godlikeness. It's the fullness of the good that can't get out or can't find its proper other place that makes for loneliness here. I mean, in this world, right? Anna's misery was for others. They just could not see the beauty of that broken iron stump. Anyways, what possibilities it has, what potential it has. I'm not going to read all this. Could become a world of iron. Mr. God, possibilities to be explored and to be enjoyed. The Nahmats, what providence, bounties of Allah. Find out if the dolphins are talking, how they communicate. Jump deep in the sea if you can. Mr. God most certainly enjoyed it, but then Mr. God didn't at all mind making himself small. People thought that Mr. God was very big, and that's where they made a big mistake. Obviously, Mr. God could be any size he wanted to be. So what's that omnipresent God? Consciousness, right? Pure consciousness as pure consciousness. If he couldn't be little, how could he know what it's like to be a ladybird? I also wondered. And it's its creation. Indeed, how could he? So like Alice in Wonderland, Anna ate the cake of imagination and altered the size to fit the occasion. So you can read more on this spin-offs, sort of good, generous jargons of today. Okay, how shall I finish this? So, religion was all about being like Mr. God. And it was here that things could get a little tough. The instructions weren't to be good, kind, and loving, etc. And it therefore followed that you would be more like Mr. God. No, the whole point of being alive was to be like Mr. God. And then you couldn't help but be good and kind and loving, could you? So remember when they say, during the engagement time, your husband to be is so good, or when he's dating you, he'll open the car door and all this kind, good, loving impression first. First impression is never the last impression. So we try to be good, and then later on, our true faces show. After on the wedding night or after the wedding. So that's why you see these problems we have. Just an example. This is Anna, Finn by Finn. Mr. God, this is Anna. In the dark, you have to describe yourself. Wonderful darkness. Take the opportunity and use this darkness to describe yourself. You don't even have to describe yourself. You just melt in darkness. In the daylight, other people describe you. This is also an excerpt from Finn, Mr. God, this is Anna by Finn. The sun is nice, but it lights things up so much that you can't see very far. The nighttime is better. It stretches your soul to the stars. So I love the nighttime. My father used to call me like her, Raat Ki Rani, the queen of the night. Finn, Mr. God, this is Anna by Finn. Allah is biased. Do you see it in the Quran? When I say it, I've seen it. Hope you can see it too. So Allah is biased against polytheists, against Jews, against Christians in the Quran, and this religious God, even in the Bible, biased. Do not have images of me, this and that. So when there is a God which is not biased, then that would be the true God, right? He's not jealous, he's not even possessive, and he doesn't care. But so much that, if like in these religions, that if you miss me, the one God, you have not estimated. Shouldn't be like this, the way it's put in the religious books, scriptures, and all, even in the Quran. But to make you see that what is this one haqiqat, this one reality, which can take you to heights unknown, and yet you can know them. This Allah has scared you. Now, I was just joking with myself, like, what if Jiddu Krishnamurti, very good. How he shows us. So what is fear? So I started again, like I've been reading Jiddu Krishnamurti, started in year 2000 somewhere, and so still I couldn't answer yesterday, day before yesterday, recently. What is fear? So I'm using other words for it. I'm scared. What is it? Finally, it came to me what Jiddu Krishnamurti says, that mind is wanting security in the present and future. Mind is in time. Putting the mind aside, then what is? So fear is the mind wanting security in the present and future. Past is gone. So maybe you haven't had a security in the past, and you're scared, you had an experience in the past and you failed. You could be a daredevil or brave enough to fail and try again. But, it's the mind. So fear, what is fear? How many people cannot answer Jiddu Krishnamurti, like really understanding what is fear. This is what he wants. He doesn't want to answer just for the sake of, like, he's not testing you or anything. So what is fear? Fear is this lack of security, right? Oh, the lion is there, it's going to eat me. What are you? So you're self-defensive, you want to preserve yourself, you want to run away. But what actually is in this fear? What actually is fear? Isn't it that the mind wanting security because it's in time? So putting the mind aside, then what is? Then what is? Have you ever asked yourself these questions? So example, Allah has made us afraid of the darkness. You see here, Surah Nam, Ayat 1, 6th chapter of the Quran. All praises for Allah who created the heavens and the earth and made darkness and light. Now darkness is put in Arabic zulumati, right? It means cruelty, zulm, God knows what. Injustice, wickedness. So darkness is zulm. And then he says the night follows, and the night is for resting time, good, positive. But here he's made you afraid of this, against darkness, against light. This kind of darkness is zulumati. Yet, because you can't be guided in the darkness. But you know who can guide you in the darkness? Guess. Okay, if you go to India, guess. So our Imams told us, I'm not going to give you the answer. Our imams also, yeah, they told us to do marifat, I think. I've read somewhere or heard it. Marifat of shaitan. So not to be afraid, right, in this way. Uh, but I was still afraid of the darkness. I mean, the zulm darkness. And I didn't want to suffer and all this. Maybe I was a coward, maybe. You would say, yeah, you don't know me, so I have to tell you. Maybe, this opinions come up and my experience is very subjective, right? Very subjective. So the daylight, I'll end with this, but so who can in darkness guide you? Or like you don't need a guide. Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham, Shivoham. The dark, the nothingness. The daylight schooled the senses and the nighttime developed the wits, stretched the imagination, sharpened fantasy. Now you see, if I say fantasy, imagination, you'll say, oh, these polytheists, they have made conjectures, guessworking, and they've made gods and followed awliyas who will take them near to Allah, worshipping them. But let's see, maybe you don't want to use your imagination. No, no, don't use imagination, fantasy. Don't be creative. You are not creative. Only God is creative. God creates. So some of our Muslims have been so dull in this, dulled their minds. They can't use imagination. It's not the truth. It's not haqq. So hammered home the memory and altered the whole scale of values. Finn, Mr. Goddess is Anna, except. So now what is a fact? So again from Finn, by Finn, Mr. Goddess Zana, a fact was the hard outer cover of meaning, and meaning was the soft living stuff inside a fact. Fact and meaning were the driving cogs of living. If the gear of the fact drove the gear of meaning, then they revolved in opposite directions. But put the gear of fantasy between the two, and they both revolved in the same direction. Fantasy was and is important. It leads to heaven knows where, but follow it and see. Sometimes it pays off. So it's not scaring you, excuse me. It's not scaring you. Sometimes it pays off. Fantasy. Use your imagination, be creative. But we're not allowed to do this. We're not even allowed to write a story, on our own creative way, moral. Like, what's the moral in this story? Our imams, Shia imams have said not to write stories and all this fictitious. And anyone who becomes very religious would tell me, no, no, don't send me stories like this. When I was becoming very sincere to my religion, I would not want to read stories. Only what my imams told me, their sayings and all. And and the moral stories from Islamic sources, imams and all. They told the story. So did I miss anything? Do you see? I hope this helps you to come out and not be so frightened and explore your soul even. And not go, like try to repress it. Excuse me. So we have shaitan to fear, we have God to fear, we have our souls to fear, we have our desires to fear. Everywhere evil. And where are the angels? Where's the light? For the Mu'mineen at least, if not me. Shia suffering in Pakistan. I mean, they would not complain. No, no, but there are some certain cases where even the Shias, Sayyids, cases. Very sad, very tragic. Okay? And, these are poor middle class people, and the things I couldn't listen to, their problems. So, okay, now we're back. Okay, go to the topic, and one day I'll do a live stream. Start with this topic that I've put in here. Those who believe in the unseen. You see how many problems we have in this Quran. Now I found a new one in Surah Hadid last night. I couldn't come last night, so early morning here. Surah 57, ayat 26. No, no. Surah 57, ayat 25 says, "Indeed, we sent our messengers with clear proofs, and with them we sent down the scripture and the balance," meaning balance of justice, "so that people may administer justice." And you're going to fail, aren't you? This is a big thing, big word, justice. So that's why I think that I have to come and help you Muslims see this, that justice cannot be administered even by Muslims. Isn't that awful? Because where there's justice, peace is there. They say. Peace comes, follows. We've seen lapse in justice. Sunnis killing Shias, Sunnis, it's too much. So please, this is very, very important for the welfare of humanity. And is ardently desirous of your welfare. It grieves him to death. Oh no, no. It grieves him that you should fall into trouble. Ayat. Yeah. So I feel so bad in saying that I would care for your welfare. How can you believe me that I care for your welfare? These are just words people have said. So I'm telling myself, right? How dare you tell them that I care for your welfare? It grieves me to see any of you in trouble. Justice lapse of justice. No, Zahra, let's not use words like that. And we sent down iron with its great might, benefits for humanity, and means for Allah to prove who is willing to stand up for Him and His messengers, all the messengers, without seeing Him. What is this? At first I was like, without seeing this messenger? Then I saw the plural messengers. Okay, without seeing them? Or without being seen? What is this ayat saying? Without being seen? Helping the messenger, Allah and the messenger without being seen? I mean, there are many ayats here in the hadith. Help him, believe in him, believe in Allah and the messenger. But this one says, like, what is this? Surely Allah is all powerful, almighty. Without being seen, help him? Or like Uwais Qarni, or who was he? Uwais Qarni was the one who was Sahaba, who was in Yemen and believed in him without seeing him. Believed, and helped. And so we have the followers of Uwais Qarni, and the book I found, Suraya Behbani, in London, Messenger Within. And they have I was surprised to see meditation, breathing exercises, and all in it. Uwais Qarni, even the Shias believe he was a true Sahaba of Prophet Muhammad. So now please tell me, maybe you can, can you tell, oh, who am I asking? Shall I go to the Shias? Shall I go to the Sunnis? Sunnis have different translations here. Abdul Halim says, we sent our messenger with clear signs, the scripture and the balance so that people could uphold justice. We also sent iron. Now, you see, Gogo, another Indian song is coming. Shall I sing it or not? Phool ahista pheko, tin 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 tin, dun, na, na, dun, tin 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 tin, dun, dun. बड़ी खूबसूरत शिकायत है ये चोरों का दिल तोड़ते रहते हैं लगी चोट उनको तो ये कहते हैं तो ये कहते हैं कि फूल आहिस्ता फेंको. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let me not bore you. Where am I? Okay, I think the shock, pain, I had a good night's sleep. I didn't come here. I just wasn't in a good mood. So I saw myself in the mirror in the morning. And I was like, okay, my face has been distorted. I feel so old, look so old. Yeah, it was so terrible. But last night I didn't come. I took a whole day off. And I think I didn't look that ugly and old. So, with its mighty strength and many uses for mankind. You know how painful this has been for me. Anyways, I do. Shall I tell you or not? No. Let it be. So that God could mark out those who would help him and his messengers. This part is very important. Different translations. Help him, God and his messengers, though they cannot see him, cannot see God or cannot see the messengers. Truly, God is powerful, almighty. You can check the footnotes, and I looked at the Shia footnote, things like, oh, commentary. But, anyways, seems to be a problem here that even I cannot solve by reading the footnote. There's no footnote about this in Quran.com. Stand up for him and his messengers without seeing him. Or shouldn't Allah have put without being seen, helping him? Like always, or like the Imam Ali helping people without being seen. So helping the messenger, Allah and his cause without being seen, there are people, or without seeing him, meaning? So you haven't had evidence or, no, but he sent messengers with clear proofs. So I just thought of bringing this ayat problem that I've had, and I wonder who is going to explain to me. Where is that God who says the explanation of this rests on us? Surah Qiyamah ayat. Now everyone else is going to explain to me, but it's not enough, right? It's just not right. Ask those who know. If you do not know, ask the Ahl Zikr, the people of Zikr. So, ask the people of Zikr who is Dhul Fikli. No. Kifli. Who's Dhul Kifli? Who's Dhul Qarnain? You know, in the Shia, we don't, Shia say, doesn't matter who Dhul Qarnain is. It's just what is important is he was strong and Allah mentions him, so it must be important. You will see the Shia commentary on Dhul Qarnain. But I found in the Sunni sources, Muslim Islamic sources, maybe the Shias, that Prophet Muhammad was asked by the Jews, who is Zulqarnain? If he gives the answer properly, this means he is a true prophet. This was his test. And I think he has failed miserably. And, some say that Zulqarnain was Alexander the Great, and Alexander the Great was not, was a polytheist, was not a believer in one God. So Zul al-Qarnain from Wikipedia, this is what, no, wait a minute. Yes, Wikipedia, this is what I found. Gog and, the story in the Quran, Yom al-Qiyamah, okay. The majority of modern scholars and Islamic commentators identify Dhul Qarnain with Alexander the Great. Although many medieval scholars have disputed such an identification. Now, many medieval scholars have disputed such an identification. Early Muslim commentators and historians variously identified Dhul Qarnain most notably as Alexander the Great and as the South Arabian Himyarite king al-Sabd-Din Marawid. Some modern scholars have argued that the origin of the Quranic story may be found in the Syriac Alexander legend, but others disagree. When can we ever be sure? Shias tried to resolve this by saying, I don't know, forget who even Dhul Kifl, or I'll show you the commentary. So, Quran, Surah 18, ayats 83 to 101. First, we go from Sunni main majority of Muslim side. The story of Dhul-Qarnain is related to in Surah Qaf, right? 18 of the Quran, Al-Qaf, the cave, revealed to Muhammad when his tribe Quraysh sent two men to discover whether the Jews, with the superior knowledge of the scriptures, could advise them on whether Muhammad was a true prophet of God. So the polytheists also went hither and thither, the Makkans, to the Jews. The rabbis told them to ask Muhammad about three things. One of them about a man who traveled and reached the east and the west of the earth. What was his story? If he tells you about these things, then he is a prophet, so follow him. But if he does not tell you, then he is a man who is making things up, so deal with him as you see fit. Well said. The verse. So, ex-Muslims and Adam al-Misri also has done this, and Asli Nabi has done this on his, you can watch their videos on this. People, David Wood has already done this before, long before, I think. You can watch his video. People identified as Dhul-Qarnain, the man with two horns. He's a half, he's got horns. So what is this? But anyways, the Quran ayat comes that he is Dhul-Qarnain was this and that. This is the mercy. Here are the Quran ayats, right? Thank you, Wikipedia. So, and they ask you about Zulqarnain, say, I will tell you something about him. Something. We established him on the earth and gave him all kinds of means. He pursued a certain course until when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it setting in a murky spring. First of all, the sun doesn't set. Forget setting on a murky spring, and found a people in its vicinity. We said, O Zulqarnain, you may either inflict a penalty. So now the story is coming. I wonder what is this in the, where is this recorded? It doesn't say. So what happened about, is it Alexander the Great? Who is this Zulqarnain? Or is he Cyrus Zul al-Qarnain being actually Cyrus the Great? In modern times, Some Muslim scholars have argued in favor of Dhul al-Qarnayn. Okay, in the Bible, in the Quran, like, so Prophet Muhammad gives the story to the no, to them, yeah, the polytheists. So all this. So what happens? Gog and Magog. Well, you can see the videos by other videos, very good, by ex-Muslims. They succinctly explain to you that Muhammad couldn't answer this properly about the spirit. Also, what is the spirit? They asked, and Muhammad's Allah said that the spirit is of the command of the Lord, and the knowledge of it we have given you but little. Things like that. So I really can't make out what true story or false or who identifies Dhul-Qarnayn. Again, what do the Jews say? I have to understand this myself. Story to discover whether the Jews, superior knowledge of the scriptures, could advise them on whether Muhammad was a true prophet. See, they sincerely, some of them went hither and thither, Paul sees, to find out. The rabbis told them to ask Muhammad about three things. One of them, about a man who traveled and reached the east and the west of the earth. What was his story? Okay, so some of it has come, right? About this man. But we don't know who, they didn't give the name, and so the Quran gives the name, Dhul-Qarnayn, who reached. We don't know whether it's, so I don't know. This story, you see things like this from the history, Islamic history, it just, there's a question mark. So how have they put it in the videos, the ex-Muslims? They say, no, this Prophet Muhammad couldn't answer them. Dhul-Qarnayn, Alexander the Great or Cyrus the Great, or who, he doesn't, God knows where he took the story from. He waited, must have, and then took it from somewhere. Stole it. Caravan robber, this, that, we find out, right? Definitely. Through the Shia commentary to, in Surah Anfal, I think, ayats, under that, those ayats I showed you. So, or to be precise, under one ayat I showed you, Jang-e Badr, the Battle of Badr, how it started. And so Abu Sufyan, was scared that, he was informed or something, and he informed Abu Jahl that his caravan would be attacked by the Muslims, was going to be attacked. So this, so definitely a caravan robber. But you say it's okay for him. So this now Kifli. Also still Kifli. Huh? You see, by reading these Quran ayats, like, reflect on them. Do you know for sure who's Dul Kifli? Okay, let's see what else is there. It is, okay, there's another one here. Surah 57, ayat 26. So, and certainly we have sent Noah and Abraham, and we gave to their offspring the gift, meaning prophecy, right? And gift, okay, prophecy, it's in the Quran ayat. We gave to their offspring the prophecy and the book. So there are among them those who go aright, and most of them are transgressors. Akamedi Puya says, it is asserted that prophethood and revelation have been exclusively reserved for the offspring of Noah and Abraham. See Al Imran verse 33 and 34, and also refer to Fatir, Surah Fatir at 32. Those among them who were unjust were discarded. You see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to bring you to Kifli and Dhul-Qarnayn, Why are there stories? Okay, the story of Zulkarnain is important because it came in the Quran because the Jews, the Makkan polytheists went to the Jews and asked them, how can we recognize him as a true prophet? So they told them to ask him about the man who went, around the world to the west and the east. Now the thing is, okay, that Dulkarnain story has come, but there were other people like we don't know who Dul Kifl is. Kifli, Dul Kifl, Kifli. So sorry, I'm a little bad at this now. And then the polity is Aulias guiding their people, and they love them, but they love them more than Allah, we are told, and the ayats like this. So I'm wondering if I can work it out. It was quite difficult. But even now, I don't think, but let's see where we go with this. So trying to show you, also remember Ishmael, Elisha, and Zulkifl. All are among the best. Although the Quran I didn't say Zul, it says Wada al-Kifli. Now, footnote 1. From the Sunni, and this is Surah Sad ayat, Surah 38 ayat 48. So Zulkifl is mentioned here. Now, who is Zulkifl? Also, scholars are in disagreement as to whether Zulkifl was a prophet or just a righteous man. Those who maintain that he was a prophet identify him with various biblical prophets, not even sure which one, such as Ezekiel, Isaiah, how do you pronounce this? Isaiah, and Obadiah. So Al-Kifli, who is he? So he was one of the best, all are among the best. But the polytheists chucked them out, chucked these leaders. And another thing, like, you don't even know whether he was Ezekiel, Isaiah, or Obadiah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Now, Shia commentary I haven't checked. Kifli, who was he, actually? Tell me. Can you tell? Reflect on the Quran ayats. It will become clear to you. Or, oh, no. If you are in doubt, ask the Ahl Zikr who have these scriptures, maybe, but they distort, so you can't even trust them anymore. They've distorted their scriptures. God gave them scriptures, they corrupted it. Now God sent another one. This one is protected in detail. So you don't, why should you go back to those corrupted scriptures? And Jews and all, Christians asking them. Tension for you Muslims, but I need to, you need to, I'm really sorry, I don't need to increase your tension, because I've seen myself, my face since I started this, like, it's, I'm getting worse. Oh, so pain is on my face, getting old. I look so terrible, like dead, right? So then have they not reflected over the word, or has there come to them that which had come to the forefathers? That which had not come to the forefathers. Now the forefathers, against the polytheists, they believe what the forefathers believed. Here it says, has this not come to them as it came to their forefathers? You get it? I wish I can explain it. Has there come to them that which had not come to their forefathers? So, for their forefathers, for your Abrahamic religious people's forefathers, it came to your forefathers. In scripture, messengers came. So, against polytheists, again, they believe in what came to their forefathers. Stories. Yeah. How can you put it like that against the polytheists? That's unfair. Surah 36, Ayat 76. So do not let the words grieve you, O Prophet. Indeed, we fully know what they conceal and what they reveal. What? Ah, so now it's come to the polytheists. They cannot help the pagans, even though they serve the idols as dedicated gods. Okay, they're guarding their idols. These pagans love their idols and they're guiding them. Idols? Are you sure? It says all, it says here. No, wait a minute. I have to go up actually. Where? Alas, for my servant, there comes not a messenger to them, but they mock him. They set up deities apart from Allah, hoping that they will receive help from them. Surah 36, ayat 74. Surah Yasin. So, this means deities la alahum or Allah. Wait a minute. Let me show Quran.com. I need Surah Yasin ayat 74. Zara, remember. Stop talking and searching. 74. Surah Yasin ayat 74. Bear with me. Surah Yasin ayat 74. These are false deities? What does it say? Gods. What is the word used? Sorry, I didn't warn you of the ears, your ears. So you see, it works a screen showing, screencasting, or whatever it is that I can do on live stream YouTube. The sound is better in the mobile or the device. Gods. What? Sorry, just mind your ears, please. Just lower the volume. Give you a few moments to lower the volume because I'm going to press on it again. Alihatan. Alihatan. You know, some Shia commentaries on Iblis saying, God telling Iblis, are you one of the Aleen? Does this sound like false gods, deities, or those high, on high, Alihatan? What does this mean? So were the polytheists like Alihatan? Were there some polytheist leaders? Alihatan, Aleen, where now we go to Surah Sad. You see, this word, Ali is in it. Ali, 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 Most High. Are they one of the false gods? Gods. Alihatan. That they may be helped. But they have taken besides Allah. So for the polytheists, again you put besides Allah, Alihatan. That they may be helped. Besides Allah. First of all, the oppressed men, women, children, Surah Nisa 76, 74. Boy, what is it? Ask God to send someone from Himself, Ladunka, to help them. God doesn't come. But here, against the polytheists in Surah Yasin ayat 74, not Hadith, has not loaded properly the page. Besides Allah, gods, Ali Hatan. Why did God even name. You know God, how God named Ali? That they may be helped besides Allah. So this is wrong for the polytheists against, and again, unfair. You can have a helper who will, Allah will send, right? The oppressed women, men, and children say, we can't get out of this. This is a wicked land. People, please help us in this wicked, full of wicked people in this land. And send someone from yourself, a helper and a wali or Nasireen. Allah can't help them directly. They can't help themselves. So Allah has to send someone from Himself. And that's not even His nafs. It's ladunka, from your whole being. From you. Not yourself. Not your nafs. Self would be the nafs or the ruh. Mostly the nafs in the Quran. From your spirit is something else. So now, God says, besides Allah, they have taken gods that they may be helped. And this Ali, Hatan. Hatan, I don't know, but this Ali, you know, like when, what do the Shia say? I have to. What do the Shia say about this? Surah Turah by the mountain, the book, Baitul Mamur. Baitul Mamur. We'll come to Baitul Mamur later on. No, you see in Surah Sad, again, I'm repeating myself, where is that? Kifli. Oh, it's on Kifli. So, it's in my notes. Bear with me. Oh, those of you, wait a minute. Surah 57, Ayat 10, look at this. Look at the contradiction. And why should you not spend in the cause of Allah while Allah is the inheritor of the heavens and earth? Those of you who donated and fought, gave money and fought before the victory, meaning over Makkah. Oh, okay, they put over Makkah. Very good. Are unparalleled. They are far greater in rank than those who donated and fought afterwards. Donated is the word, giving money. Yet Allah has promised each a fine reward, and Allah is all aware of what you do. Surah 23, Ayah 72 says, or is it because, O Prophet, meaning you, O Prophet, quotation marks closed, because this is, O Prophet is not in the or. Is it because it's not in the ayat? O Prophet is not in the ayat. You are asking them for tribute, meaning, O Prophet, yes. Asking them for money. But the reward of your Lord is best, for He is the best provider. When did He ask for donations, money? Here, Surah 57, Ayat 10, right in front of you. And here you're saying to them, Surah 23, Ayat, in Surah 23, Ayat 72, or you are asking them for tribute. Jizya? Okay. Forget jizya right now. Dhimis and all this. Huh? Contradictions in the Quran. Very clear, right? But the reward of your Lord is best, for He is the best provider. You see, I looked at what Christian Prince was saying, that he gives alms when you have counseling with Prophet Muhammad. I thought maybe it's not giving alms to Prophet Muhammad, but just give alms to the needy, poor, wayfarer, anyone needy, whoever needs, whoever deserving, right? But here, look here. So I could, Christian Prince is good, but still for me, on that, I was like, it's not clear the Quran. So I had to, maybe Christian Prince knows better that give alms to Prophet Muhammad when consulting him for any matter, right? Now, the Quran ayat says, but you see, hardly I've done, have I shown you that? Give alms. He needs alms, he needs alms. No, I've shown you in Surah Tawbah, it says, take alms out of their wealth for them and pray for them. So it's whether he takes it or gives it to the poor, it circulates, like the government circulation, zakah for the poor, the needy, the deserving. So my thing was that he's saying take alms, like now he's told to take alms out. That was different. Here it's very clear that you have those people who donated and fought before the victory over Makkah are unparalleled. Meaning, like in Badr or battle over Makkah. Donated. Donated to whom? The military. You know how much money it takes to have these wars? First of all, he's been attacking the caravan merchandise full of goods. Secondly, the Muslims have given him donations to fight. So before the victory, fought before the victory, those of you who donated and fought before the victory over Makkah, the conquest of Makkah. So you see how many donations they've given for the soldiers and this and that. Oh my God, this is so sick. And then you are told, Surah 23, Ayat 72, or is it because, oh Prophet, no, he's not asking for any reward. I just, for the military but all that money gone to fight. That's why he got so angry, I think, at the Bedouins saying, we have property and we're busy with our property and our family property, and the oasis for the. They were very rich, these Yathrib Jews, very well off, even the Makkan polytheists. So you're told, the Muslims are told not to worry now that you won't have money, wealth. Allah will provide for you. But you see here, those of you who donated, how much could this be so that he could fight, have soldiers and armor and camels and weapons, swords, spears. But that's not the only thing, there's a contradiction here. He doesn't ask for you any tribute for himself, but he's taken spoils of war, some of it. Anyways, a little bit you would say. But he needs your donations. Those of you who donated, I wonder in what manner you donated to him for the cause of Allah, for Islam, to spread. He took money. No, Allah gives you money. And why should you not spend in the cause of Allah? Yeah, this is the cause of Allah you spent. You donated. They are much higher, of course. But then, or is it because you, a prophet, are asking them for tribute? Ooh, what kind of tribute is this? Oh, this must be a special tribute. Now you say, no, here, look, please. Yes. Do your best to argue with me. I see your thought. Maybe you would argue even more. This is a special tribute. But the reward of your Lord is best, for He is the best provider. He's the best provider, and what you earn, spend in the cause of Allah, give your life for the cause of Allah. He doesn't ask for you any tribute, but I think you donated. So this is how he's won wars and all this, right? And started wars. Where did it go to the needy, the poor, the wayfarer, the this? Fought before the victory and fought before the victory, of course. Those of you who donated, I guess, this to this caravan robber, what you have donated. And that money, imagine how much money going into fighting, armor, all this. Wasted. Killing. No, no, he's not asking them for tribute. No. So then what is jizya? For the Ahli Kitab, what is jizya? Not a tribute, no. Then okay. Then we come to Surah 23 at 69. Or because they failed to recognize the messenger, and so they denied him. Okay, I'm putting this for you Muslims. They failed to recognize the messenger. Polytheists failed. They failed. Jews failed. Christians of that time failed. I know this ayat. Why did I put it there? Because what's 57, Surah 57 ayat? Yes, they failed because there are so many contradictions. You see this? Surah 57, ayat 14. I would fail too to recognize it. The tormented will cry out to those graced. Even understanding Quran ayats. I'm asking God because the thing rests on you to explain it to me. There are contradictions. Reflect on the Quran ayats. Which ayats do we reflect on? So I reflected. I found contradictions. I mean, baby stuff, baby stuff. Surah Mujadila 22. Don't call them mothers. You're calling them by the, even calling them mothers, your wives, to divorce them. You're not taking them as mothers, but just saying this, you're like the back of my mother or you're my mother, and you've got the divorce immediately. But they're calling their wives just their mothers for divorce, just like that. Not taking them as their mothers is a lie and this and that. And only your mothers are only who have given birth. And even calling, saying it is a lie. It's a lie. Don't say it, meaning, right? Surah Mujadila ayat 2. And then you look at Surah Ahzab ayat, where the wives of the Prophet are made believers' mothers. And this Prophet is not made your fathers. He's not the father of any of you men. So, but the wives of the prophets' wives have been made your mothers, believers' mothers. Such an easy contradiction. And on that we went on and on and on and on when I started showing that. See that ayat Surah Mujadila, how it is put, ayat 2. And if you can't see it, then you come here. You see, what you're doing is, I have contemplated. I have slept on this, disturbed. I keep coming here to show you that you will not be able to reach the Mi'raj he reached. You will not be guided properly. Shias, okay, crying for Imam Hussain, this and that. I shed blood. But can we help each other? Can we help each other? Depression, this and that. Whereas Christians have done such a job, sister girl, I cannot compare myself. My aunt, service lady, grandaunt. So now, let's see. Yeah, but I've cried and cried. Felt guilty, not the poor in Pakistan, the deserving. You know how to. No, no. You go to their kachi abadis, what they call it in English, just like bricks made of bricks and all houses without a sometimes okay one yeah the front yard doesn't even it didn't even have a roof. We went to our maid's house to sleep over. Rain falling, kachi abadi, just cement kachi like raw and not well made, not dense and all, but like kachi abadi community where these poor people live in Karachi. I've seen depression because they fail to recognize the messenger and so they deny him. Now, can you tell me, can they fail? Is this the true messenger? No. Eagerly await, let's see. So, Surah 57, Ayat 14. So, keep this in mind. They've been told, Pautis, again, those of you who failed to recognize your messenger, so they denied him. They failed to recognize. So, if they fail to recognize, whose burden of proof is on whom? I have to read the earlier ayats and the other. They fail to recognize the messenger. But they never fail to recognize their manat, consider manat. Their idols they never fail to recognize. The awliyas they worshipped also, they never failed who would take them near to God. Allah never failed to recognize them. They never failed to love them more than they love Allah. How come? Oh, because He's the true messenger. No, no. How can you say that? They worshipped Allah. They worshipped these human beings. And tell you another challenge for you Muslims, but you shouldn't. I shouldn't say challenge. You should just look if you sajda. You don't do sajda to the sun and the moon, but the sun and the moon have done sajda, prostration to Yusuf and Surah Yusuf. And then Hazrat Yaqub, his father, has done prostration, full sajda to Hazrat Yusuf. Where in the Quran it says, don't do sajda to any human being? Show me the, I've been searching for that Quran ayat. It just says, do not do sajda to the sun and the moon. Iblis was told to do sajda to Adam when I've whatever, right, conditioned. So he said, I can't do sajda. Now that, is this the religion of Iblis, Shaitan, who went against the command of Allah? Think about that too. Huh? Human beings, they were Aleen. They say, Shia say that Ali, and that means some Shia commentators, even I think Allama Irfan Hyderabadi, Indo-Pak, Pak, Majlis reciter. He had a lot of knowledge, Gnostic knowledge about Imam Ali. Ali, Ali. Most High. So Iblis, God says, Allah says to Iblis, are you among the arrogant, or you think you are the Aleen, the most high, highest ones? So, so these were not supposed to do sajda to Adam, even. And then Maybe he was one of Hazrat Yusuf was in that prenatal state, Aleen. So that Hazrat Yaqub has done sajda to Hazrat Yusuf, his son. Surah Yusuf ayat 100, I think. Please see. So is this a religion where, you can do sajda to those Aleen, can't you? Or even Adam. But you say, oh, humans, because angels can do sajda to humans, but, and jinns were also asked. But human beings cannot do sajda to human beings. Then look at Surah Yusuf ayat 100. Oh, at that time it was a different kind of sajda. Oh, you see, you are not explained properly, and you would just say these things without looking at the contrast. You reconcile with this? You really understand scattered, disorderly, unexplained, confused? It's very confusing. You really think? You really believe? Has Allah come and told you? Explain these ayats to you. Even maybe your religious scholars cannot. So please don't do that if you don't know. Are you, I mean, I'm still confused. Like Allah says, its explanation rests on us. Please explain everything here properly. Right? I'm doing step by step. I will not leave a stone unturned here. But when you come, Muslims come here telling me, oh, you haven't read the whole Quran. I'm giving contradictions and things, mistakes, and where it's not explained properly, where the stories are not in details but are told they are in detail, better than the previous scriptures. And the previous scriptures are corrupted and all this, etc., etc. So I'm doing step by step. So please don't come here in the middle and tell me that I'm lying or I'm misrepresenting. Okay, I could be misrepresenting. How much? I will come and correct myself. And I'm giving you those ayats which have not been explained properly. Who will explain it to me properly? Still, it's 1400 years now, it's high time. I could be dying. And I'm after the truth and properly. See, even the Shia commentaries have failed to explain it to me properly. Every ayat. Even the Imam I asked, implored. When we were told that Al-Kafi was written by Al-Kulaini, and Imam Mahdi used to come to him and give him the hadiths of the rest of the Imams, his progeny. And the Holy Prophet's hadiths, waiting for Imam to come, please Imam. Eagerly imploring him. I didn't see any Imam coming or giving me hadiths and explaining these ayats to me. Imam Mahdi didn't come because he's the only one for us. Because when Allah says, you can't even now ask the Christians, the Jews, their Bible has been corrupted, their books have been corrupted. Eagerly awaited our demand. Oh, now look at this. Now, against these, Surah 57, ayat 14 says, the tormented will cry out to those graced. Were we not with you? They will reply, yes, you were, but you chose to be tempted by hypocrisy, meaning. Yeah, Bedouins also, Bedouin Arabs, hypocrisy in them, those ones, they're good ones too, the ayat says. But look at this, eagerly you awaited and they put our demise. Your Dr. Mustafa Khattab, the clear Quran. It doesn't say demise, death. It just says awaited. Who they awaited, what they awaited. Maybe they awaited that Prophet Muhammad, the Bedouin Jews who are those who are called hypocrites, but those good ones are not called. Some Bedouin Jews, not all of them are called hypocrites. But those who are called hypocrites, which are mentioned in Surah Fat ayats, maybe they awaited that, please leave our city now, Yathrib. It doesn't say death here. Look at this also, problems in Quran ayats. And you have, what you have done? Your translators have put our demise. Double the truth, doubted the truth, doubted, and were deluded. It doesn't say the truth. Anyways, you just assume it says the truth because later on it says, and were deluded by false hopes until Allah's decree came to pass of your death. And so the chief deceiver deceived you about Allah. I think he's using the chief deceiver to deceive you people for 1400 years. Before that, he used, you know, he used the deceiver to deceive you, Prophet Muhammad. And I will be showing you how you will not be able to do Mi'raj like he did. And please check this ayat, Surah 57, ayat 14. Surah 57, ayat 14. Surah 57, ayat 14. Sorry, I'm slow. But even as I'm slow, please pay attention. You would say, I'm lying and this and that. They will call that. Look, eagerly awaited what? Death? Does it say death here? Huh? But you led to temptation yourselves. Nafsakum, okay. Anfusakum. And watarabatum. You awaited. And you doubted. Next time, you awaited, you doubted. But at least here don't put death. Awaited for what? Maybe there were someday hypocritical men and women hypocritical will tell the ones who believe, wait for us, we need to borrow a light from you. The light that I need right now, right? So believers have the light. Please give it to me. Someone will say, share your light with us. Go on back the way you came and request a light. So a wall will rise. There will be no reincarnation, no next life coming back on earth. Inside there'll be mercy. Some people use this, that there's no reincarnation. You won't be given a second chance here on earth. Light, believers that you have. The tormented will cry out to those graced. Were we not with you? They will reply, yes, you were, but you chose to be tempted, eagerly awaited. Where does say our demise, our death? Doubted and wishful, awaited misfortune, some say misfortune. You see, your own translators have some put death, like Dr. Mustafa Khattab. Another Sahih International puts misfortune for us. You awaited. The Quran ayat doesn't put anything, it just says awaited. You awaited, not even eagerly. And you were suspicious. And you awaited. Yeah, okay. Dr. Ghali has put it word by word. And you were suspicious and fancied. You were, Abdul Halim says, you were hesitant, doubtful, yeah, not awaited, but hesitant. Now you see, it could make a world of a difference. You Muslims could think against these hypocrites. If death is put, that you eagerly await it, it's not justice. We need Allah to explain. This is why. Those of you who are the translators, well, how shall I say, haven't you been properly? Oh my goodness. You cannot afford to make a mistake here and put something loosely. And then you tell me that I don't know Arabic, and but this was my religion. I need to see this in English even. But thanks to Quran.com, I don't know Arabic, yeah. And your translators know Arabic. So what's in multilingual Quran? You see, I'm slow. 57, Surah 57, Ayat 14. What's the translation of Shakir, maybe? Surah 57 is Hadith. Maybe that's a Shia translator, Shakir. I'm not sure. Surah 57. Oh, I forgot the ayat, but we'll look for it. Eagerly awaited, 14. They will cry out. Let's put it this way. Let me just. Oh, God. But you caused yourselves to fall into temptation and you waited. Yeah. Not death. Our death. You waited for them to die or them to have some misfortune. Well, God just says you waited. And that's the way it's put here by Shakir. Okay, good. The evil will refer to its association or proximity. Physical companionship, even with the Holy Prophet, will be of no avail to the hypocrites, disbelievers, and evil doers. So today, ransom shall not be accepted from you. Okay, now, the money, no money, no ransom. For you to say, please forgive us. Arrogant, corrupt Jews also, ooh, know that Allah gives life. First of all, so much against these arrogant, this, that. So this is terrible. You know what I mean? No, I cannot believe in these. There are many problems here, and questions unanswered. It's not explained properly to me, even by my Shias, and mistranslations by the Sunni scholars, translators. Does it say death in the ayat? Surah 57, ayat 14, Surah Hadith? No. Why? Okay. This, the translators have made a mistake. Your translators, Sunni Muslims. But now we see, oh, now this one other problem. If you say I'm lying, I've lied, misrepresented, deceiving you, see who's deceiving you. So don't come here, right? It's not fair to us, ex-Muslims. It's not fair to us who are telling you for your own good, please. Because tomorrow, your children, you, your sisters, your family members, where's the light? I asked such a Salihin Allah, my mother's cousin, do you have the light? Do you see any light of Allah? He said, no, he doesn't see. He was honest with me. Shia. Omani. Okay? No, he said he doesn't see. No, yeah. I think he said no. Yeah, for sure. He said, no, I don't light. And so if I meant Allah's, this light that the believers, Salihin Allah should have. The strength, the energy that they should have. Healing. I mean, just sitting with him, I should be healed completely. I asked him questions and I said, I'm still searching for this. What is this? There's a Bibi Fatma Zahra's helper has come. I don't understand fully. He couldn't explain to me. Anyways, he said, but the one thing he said is that there is the secret of Fatima, the seer of Fatima, they call it. In Arabic, I think, the seer of Fatima. I don't know. Anyways, 50, Surah 57, let's look at now the rest of the problems. And I'll continue where I left off, cut myself. Polytheists and your messengers, polytheist leaders guiding you, guiding the polytheists, let's see, so that I'll come. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll come back, or if I can't go, if I don't leave, like if I leave because of my health, then sorry, abruptly, I'll come back and continue with that thing that I cut myself off. Who's Zulkifli? Zulkifli. And all this, right? And then if he wasn't a prophet, if he was just a righteous man, or you get not quite sure who he was. So from the Bible we get the three of them could be one of the Zulkifl. Then against the polytheists so much, if he was just a righteous person, he wasn't a messenger, but he's mentioned. But polytheists no, because they believe in aliyahatan, deities, false gods. So let's see. And God they're just following the forefathers, and God has not vouchsafed that they should be worshipped. Besides Allah, they worship these aliyahs and alihatan, false gods. No, top gods, something like, or gods, yeah, high, false, but high. How God has put this false deities like alihatan, right? Could be most high. As for those who believe in Allah and His Messenger, it is they who are truly the people of truth, and the martyrs with the Lord will have their reward and their light. But as for those who disbelieve and reject our sign, it is they who will be the residents of the hellfire. Complete. Now, of course, you will get the light. I don't deny that the Quran says, yeah? Even believers will get the light. So I told you, you're being scared of your darkness, zulmati, against light. Now you get have the reward and the light. You will get your reward and your light. No doubt about that, the Quran says so. But let's see if you will really, if he's the true messenger of Allah, then you will get the light in the hereafter. Or you will later in this life also get the light. The martyrs, the Lord, will have their reward, will have their reward in the light later on. But in this life, suffer. And it's not only that the polytheists are giving us troubles, or the non-Muslims. It's even our fellow Muslims giving us trouble and testing us. Problems. Surah 57, ayat 25 says, indeed we sent our messengers with clear proofs. Yeah, so I did this, right? Stand up, help him, meaning, not stand up. Dr. Mustafa Khattab, clear Quran. Sorry. Actually, the word is, help him and his messenger without seeing him. So, is it without being seen or without seeing him? So I showed you this, but where I cut up myself. Let's see, going with my notes. Surah 57, ayat 26, and certainly we sent Noah and Abraham, and we gave to their offsprings the gift of prophecy and the book. So there are among them those who go aright, and most of them are transgressors. So you'll say, no, see how Only these Hebrew prophets and all you can. Yes, yes. This is the progeny God has chosen for prophecy and prophethood, asserted. So इसको यानी मद्देनजर रख के I'm talking to you. I'm showing you some things. Like I've kept this under consideration with these ayats, so that you don't go astray. Prophet Muhammad has to be the from Abraham, and we're told that from Ishmael, right? Offspring of Ishmael. Prophet Muhammad was. I'm not sure, right? By doing a little research, but okay. And then against the polytheists, it says, Surah 36, ayat 23, how could I? Now, Prophet Muhammad is saying, how could I take besides them other gods whose intercession would not be of any benefit to me? Or could they save me if the most compassionate intended to harm me? Now, if the most compassionate intended to harm a believer, no, wait a minute. Who could save you? Intercession of the Prophet Muhammad. But of course, the most compassionate would not be intending to harm you, believers, because you also have the intercession of Prophet Muhammad on Judgment Day. And you put Durud Sharif on him, Allah and the angels. That saves you. That's the intercession. That's the wasila. That's shafa. You have so many benefits. But to put it like this against the polytheists is terrible. There's a logical fallacy here. The most compassionate intended to harm me, who will save me from him? But most compassionate has made you an intercessor for the believers. Right? Do you not see this? Consider this. So these gods whose intercession they avail, the polytheists, how can you say against them like this? Do you see how, what a folly you have been put in? You've been, oh, logic. Quran rules and what Quran ayats with the Quran ayats. Prophet Muhammad has been made an intercessor with Allah for you people. Wali also. I mean, that is very clear. So that's why I say Surah Ma'idah at 55 with Allah. And of course, by the permission of Allah, intercession, believers will get, right? On the day of judgment or implied. Now, or sometimes put clearly, permission, by the permission of Allah, intercession is allowed in the Quran. Oh my God, through Quran ayats can you not see? Then how do you put it in this way to the polytheists? And you put gods here. So Ali Haddan. Can it come from the Alim? Alim? The ones Alim. Alim. Are you like when God says to Iblis, are you so high or too high to bow to Adam? Are these those ones? Maybe what Irfan have the Shia say, some of them in this Gnosticism, Irfan, yeah, that's true. There must be an Ali there, with Prophet Muhammad also and all that, high place, that were not meant to prostrate to Adam at that time. Only the angels and the jinns. But the Quran ayat doesn't say jinns. So was Iblis an angel? We are told he was a jinn. Anyways, that's another point. But yeah, but so many contradictions. How could but look at the contradictions. How could I take besides him other gods whose intercession would not be of any benefit to me? Surah Takwir ayat, obeyed. What is his position, this Rasul Kareem? Is he just imparting messages to prophets? But he's possessor of strength with the Lord of the throne secure. Could he not have, can you not call on him? No, no, don't call on anyone other than Allah for intercession. How could I take besides him? Oh, it's very well put. You know, the Prophet. And then, oh, wait a minute, let me see this ayat, Surah 36, ayat 30. Allahs, my servants, my bodies, my worshippers. They've put it well. Another translation by whom I can't remember. But it's not my servants, it's like ibadi, my worshippers. There comes not a messenger to them, but they mock him. Why do you worship us? Servants? Okay, if you call ibadi servants, but aren't ibadis, your translators have called ibadis worshippers. Okay, so this problem was quite confusing. How can the worshippers, and here it's put to servants. Yeah, so, okay. Another ayat, problems. Surah 36, ayat 74, they set up deities apart from Allah, hoping that they will receive help from them. Apart from Allah. Shias think, oh, we got it. Here it says apart from Allah, not with Allah. But there's a problem in Quran ayats against the polytheists. I showed you. So, غير Allah, but with Allah you can call, you can take them as helpers. And when Allah sends you that helper, in Surah Nisa ayat, when the oppressed men, women and children have cried out, are you not going to call on it? Prophet Muhammad called on Ali to come help him. Khaybar or Khandak. So they are setting up deities. No. Deities? Again? Yeah, here Allah. Alihatan. Alihatan. Again here, Alihatan. You see this? No, wait. This part. Alihatan. Maybe Alihatan. Ooh, Most High. This, look at it this way, right? Don't look at it as a gods, or maybe they're setting up Most Highs apart from Allah or with Allah, hoping that they will receive help from them. When Rasulullah prayed, Shia, I just heresy, oh Allah, send me a helper from amongst you, right? Helper. Oh Allah, make me to enter a goodly and kunut prayer, midnight. O Allah, make me to enter a goodly entry and make me to go forth, a good going forth, and grant me from near thee, power to assist me, power. Ali came, Shia say, right? So, and it's not apart from Allah, hoping that they will help him. It's with Allah. Allah has sent by the permission of a sultan and authority of Allah. Permission of Allah. Prophet Muhammad alone could not do anything, neither could Allah directly give you waheeds and guidance. So this whole thing falls, finish. Why can't the polytheists? Polytheists say, no, no, maybe the polytheists here also would be remonstrating, but who can hear them? These are the Aleen whom Allah has sent for us to guide us. We worship to be worshipped along with Allah. There's no difference. I mean, of course, Allah is the creator, but Allah did not say that, do not, I'm creator, creator. No, no. There's no difference between me and this, the one I'm sending you for help. I may be the creator of the whole world, but the one, when you are in trouble in this whole world that I created, and the whole world cannot help you, the whole world is against you, maybe. No one is coming to help you. How important this helper is in body, on earth. You don't care about the whole world at that time because no one helped you. No one put food when you couldn't put food in your mouth. Your mother did. And now someone has been sent because again you're crippled. Just imagine how important this one is. Forget the creator. I mean, of course, the creator sent him. You don't forget the creator. But isn't this one most important for you right now? Helper from you, Allah has come. What will you? So for the polytheists, again, I feel that in Surah Yasin also, Ayat 74, they set up deities apart from Allah, hoping that they will receive help from them. Not right. And then Surah 38, Ayat 75 says, Allah said, O Iblis, what prevents thee from prostrating thyself to one whom I have created with my hands? Art thou haughty, or art thou one of the high ones? Now, why did Allah ask Iblis, angels, to prostrate to Adam? Why couldn't he ask, no, you've prostrated to me, that's enough. Because a test for your humility, humble, Allah has told you, but why? A human being at that high place. Why? With Allah. I mean, wherever high place. Why would Allah ask you to bow to angels, to this human being? Are you the haughty? Maybe, so we say arrogance test. Iblis thought, at least he's bowing to Allah, but and that he's proud. So bowing to other than Allah, whom Allah has commanded you to bow, would be a test that it's a test of your humility and your obedience to Allah. Or art thou one of the high, mighty ones? See, Aleen it says here, Aleen. Could it be from these most high that they know that these are the high ones? And they're not apart from Allah. Like for instance, against the Christians, Trinity, gods apart from Allah. Do the Christians take Jesus Christ apart from Allah? With Allah. One, Son of Allah, and then He's Allah, God. He's not apart from Allah. So there are problems in these kind of verses, you see, against the polytheists and all. Those taking apart from Allah, that they will be helped. Don't we go to doctors now? Isn't that apart from Allah? To heal us, to help us. Surah 38, Ayat 75. Allah said, okay, I did this Aleen, so it could be that these are the Aleen too, the Alihatan, whom Prophet is saying, how could I take besides him other gods, whose intercession would not be of any benefit to me, nor could they save me, if the most compassionate intended to harm me. Could you see how intelligent he is here? Like, what? Oh, I know. The Muslim would be saying, think, I'm raising a, if you haven't thought of it, you're intelligent. Maybe I'm dumb, dumber than you. Save me if the compassionate intended to harm me. Can I? Can these gods, intercession of these gods help me, benefit me, or save me? So, oh, I know, this means that they have taken besides God's intercessors, and not by the authority of Allah. Hmm. Raise your questions against, not by the authority of Allah. That's why I didn't take this ayat in the beginning, against the, which is, to speak for the polytheists. No, no, because I saw and hear that you would say, besides him, they have taken. The forefathers have done it. Yeah. Could anyone besides Allah, but by the permission of Allah? Rasulullah, why don't you tell them that, look, I can be your intercessor by the permission of Allah? And then I'm your alihatan, right? No, no, it's not besides him, it's with him. So how do we find out that the policies may be not apart from Allah taking deities, but that Allah had told them? Let's see, can there be any help from the ayats in the Quran? This is very tough now because it's from this prophet and he thinks Allah is or something guiding him. So it's not from the, I can't find the Polki's book here of that time. Then have they not reflected over the word, or has there come to them that which had not come to the forefathers? So it came to the believers' forefathers too, right? So the polytheists' forefathers, it also must have come in another way, revealed to them in their hearts through their meditation or the, look, reflection over the word, or the reflection over what high God, like in the like, and this this Al-Kifli, who is he? For sure, can you tell me? Or he was just a righteous person? Or he was not a prophet? Or was he a prophet? So couldn't they have reflected upon the Most High and reached the Most High? I said, now we can guide you. And we need no reward from you. But that the Most High said, consider. Aha. You see where I'm leading you? Consider. What is the tree? We've seen, we've gone. Surah Najm. Consider why these idols are down here we brought for you to worship. By the stars when they fade away. Huh? It is only a revelation sent down. It taught him. Who taught him? Perfection, great perfection, one who rose to his true form. Jibrail is rising to his true form. And while on the highest point above the horizon, then he approached, coming so close. Can't the polytheists have gone? Whoever reflects on the word or on truth, that he was only 2 arms length away or even less, then Allah revealed to his servant what he revealed. Prophet's heart did not doubt what he saw. How can you pagans then dispute with them regarding what you saw? Or pagans are putting, or is it, or you companions of Prophet Muhammad? No, but it puts, or pagans in brackets? Dispute with, no, it's about Prophet Muhammad's own companions. Because it starts, your companion has not gone astray. And he suddenly saw that a second time. Now look, Prophet Muhammad, there's an ayat in Surah Hadith where you will grieve yourself, they will not leave their gods or something like this. I'm coming. You will, I just don't want to forget. Where's that ayat? You will grieve yourself. They will not leave. They will not leave their idols. And remember, they've got guards on their idols. Why? Why do they have guards now? So that no one will, like Abraham, go to the Kaaba and try to break the Kaaba. You have guards there. Yeah, like this, and even if they worship their gods, he's grieving. He's grieving that you have taken idols instead of only to keep the bond of harmony among yourself in the worldly life. Yeah, look at this also. I have done this. But there's an ayat, sorry, I have now. Will you not understand? We know indeed the grief which the words cause you. Ooh. Surah Anam. Oh, now it's been told to Prophet Muhammad, to us, that all praise, thanks, where is it? What number is this ayat? 33? We know indeed the grief which the words cause you. Is it not that they deny? The polite's words cause Prophet Muhammad. Yeah, this is the way it's put. Against them, right? Victim. No, come here. So as I said now, how at the low tree of the most tree, there's a low tree, Sidrat al-Muntaha. There's a low tree there in heaven, near which is the garden of, there's also a garden, residence for you, while the low tree was overwhelmed with heavenly splendors. God knows what God is describing. Such little way. In detail, if he told us what the low tree contained, what is this splendor? No, maybe the idol worshippers can tell you, but this was stolen from the idol worshippers. That's why you don't have, imams can't tell you much about this, can they? Even Shia imams cannot tell you. One is in occultation. The sight never wandered, nor did it overreach. He certainly saw some of the Lord's greatest signs. Right? He saw Allah's great Lord, Rabbik, Allah's greatest signs. Now, have you considered Lat and Uzza? Bring down these greatest signs and what you get. Consider Lat and the greatest signs of Allah. So if Baitul Mamur is up there, the Kaaba is down, and Baitul Mamur is above the Kaaba of the earth. You see how he's stolen it from the polytheists. Consider, he certainly saw some of the Lord's greatest signs. And how was he raised up? How was he raised up? I'm not saying he went in a burak, but there are stories that say he went in a burak. But who did he see first? Jibreel, so to be raised up. How did God call him up? Come up. He certainly saw one of his Lord's greatest signs. What you want to? The Prophet was taken to the heaven to see some of Allah's magnificent signs. Could these signs be? Now consider. Polytheists are saying, now consider Lat and Uzza. Maybe a polytheist went up, Aleen, came down. So this is how the ayat should be. Why does it say, have you considered Lat and Uzza? What are Lat and Uzza? Tell me. For the polytheists, are they not symbols? Gods, but they represent. It's a symbol, symbolic. Or is it a reality, perhaps? So is Kaaba a reality too? If you say it is a reality, real God, or idol God, okay, Kaaba is the house of Allah. God has put it in the Quran, it is my house. And consider this. And the third one, Manat as well. Do you prefer to have sons? Now, why are you jumping to that the polytheists prefer to have sons while you attribute to Allah gets offended because you've attributed daughters to Allah? What a low life. This is not a true God. I'm sorry. Can't believe in it. Oh my goodness. Now you've jumped. See where he's jumped, trying to brainwash you from here and there and here and distract you. Like the Muslims try to distract us when they come. How do they do it? Adopting this false God's, Allah's creator's supreme false creator style. Consider this. Now consider. Now consider, where is Baytul Ma'mur? Huh? And now I will show you Baytul Ma'mur. Quran ayat, right? Sorry, I forgot this. Surah Tur, ayat 4, the most frequented house. Baytul Ma'mur is the Kaaba in the heaven meant for the angel service. Angels have also to serve a Baytul Ma'mur up there in heaven. According to a tradition in Sahihain, that the Holy Prophet said about his ascension to the seventh heaven, then I was taken to Baytul Ma'mur. It is visited every day by 70,000 angels who will not come back to visit it. Where is it now? Where's the Kaaba? Al-Baytul Ma'mur is the Kaaba of the angels. We got that. On Al-Baytul Ma'mur, reclining with his back. No, it was Holy Prophet who built the Kaaba on earth, and thus the reward is compatible. But it is below, right? This Kaaba on earth is parallel to the, this one, service, and is parallel to what? The Kaaba on earth. Parallel. Why does Allah, see how he's changed? It's parallel below, but parallel to the Kaaba on earth. Once this, whoever he is in Surah Najm, is coming down, or have you, he suddenly saw some of his he mentions Surah in Najm 18 ayat, he certainly saw some of the Lord's greatest signs and considered. So now consider Lat and Uzza and Manat. These are stolen verses from the polytheists. Some polytheists went up there, came down, consider the signs, greatest signs of Allah. He saw. And he's brought you down, Lat, Uzza, and Manat. Right? Now it makes sense? falls into perspective, what kind of a, see? And moreover, what kind of a Allah who will be, oh, then is truly a biased distribution. Oh Allah, if they attribute to you daughters, they won't even kill their daughters. They, attributing daughters to wow, women power, female power, girl power. Then you say they kill, they bury alive their daughters. Huh? Would Allah get offended? Would Allah get offended if they attributed to him daughters? Just imagine if you Muslims, your daughters were attributed, said, Allah ke hain. Allah ki pyare hain, Allah ki pyare. Females. Is it for you the male? Yes. And for him, females need more protection, I think. Because there's rape against them. Okay, from sodomy is also there, rape is there in sodomy against men. But wouldn't it be great if the daughters were attributed, oh, all of us attributed to Allah? Imagine what would be, how the Muslim woman would not hit us, hit your wives, women. Oh my God. So what these polytheists did really. And this, he's calling them biased. And truly, I tell you, I showed you that this Allah is biased, and He's not the true Allah. So, back to that beginning, this Allah is biased against daughters, against many things, polytheists, against how they worship Him. Could He not say, you can worship me the way it's come to that you, they are not zalim. And it's not that they have not estimated Allah as Allah should be estimated. You know what? This whole thing is not even a creation of Allah. If you go to Peter Russell and see, now the scientists have found, some of them, that it is all in the mind. And that's why by just a blink of an eye, it can all go away. I die, blink of an eye, like you sleep, it all goes away, but you dream. But in deep sleep, you can't see anything, you're not imagining. So, what creator, when your mind has the light and the mind has created this? The light is in the mind or something. What creation? It's a manifestation of light. It's a play of light. That's why Quran ayat somewhere it says, he said, I can bring it in the blink of an eye. Bilqis is, and it can all end, all this world can end in a blink of an eye. You don't need 6 days, 7 days to create all this. That's just so low. That's like saying that the skies have invisible irams, pillars that you cannot see. It's a lie. The true reality is that it's all in the mind. And we are all our minds are the creators or something. Maybe light first, and it's all in the mind. It's a play of light and darkness. maybe, but light mostly, because it's light. It's all light. Light is absolute. So where is all this? It's all inside, in the mind, maybe. So can we now safely say that Allah is biased? And look at how to find out if a statement Allah is biased against. This is not the true Allah. Can we safely say? And He's not the true messenger. Okay, I tried step by step. Let's see. Did it make sense to you? Can you see it? Can you get that insight that he's a false prophet? And now I'm going to be in pain again. Terrible. Listening to my, uh, oh God, live stream. See that how I've done. If I've missed any words, I eat up words or not explained properly, I will come back. Okay? Maybe later on, much later, or I don't know. When in this day, today, I'll see if anything else comes up. So it was very hard. I was grieving inside because there was something telling me that he's not the true prophet. Look at some of the ayats he's stolen from the polytheists. So it's very difficult to establish the polytheist position. It was very difficult, but I tried to really, but I couldn't get those Quran. I thought, okay, I need direct God, the truth, true God or whatever I was calling to. And look, saying, Zahra, look, what he's done here. Look what he's done. Allah is biased. So, let's see if more from, maybe, can I give you a direct? No, there's no, because it doesn't come from those poor, I should say poor, because they were killed, they're like swept away from Makkah, or killed if they didn't, if they stayed in Makkah and they, so give their gods back to them. Maybe you believers think you have the light. And it is in believing, maybe. Some say, like in Joan of Arc, there's a believing is seeing. So today no ransom. Has the time not yet come for believers' hearts to be humbled at the remembrance of Allah and what has been revealed of the truth, not to be like those given the scripture before, who were spoiled for so long that spoiled. Whoops. Could it happen to the believers again so long? No. It couldn't happen because Shias say we have Imams. So there will not be a long waiting for another book. This is the last book and the last prophet, seal of prophets. So this I couldn't take. Know that Allah revives the earth after us. Yes, and He made science clear for you. Perhaps you will understand. Where? I have so many questions, so many mistakes I've shown up till now. Indeed, those men and women who give in charity and lend to Allah good loan, multiplied honorable reward. As for those who believe in Allah and His Messenger, it is they who are truly the people of truth. But as for those who disbelieve, they will have their light and who will be the residents of the hellfire. Know that this worldly life is no more than play, amusement, luxury, mutual boasting, competition, children. This is like rain, that no more delusion of enjoyment. Reading through, just skimming through. So compete with one another for forgiveness from your Lord, a paradise which prepared for those who believe in Allah and His messengers. You see, only Allah is not enough now. This also, Sunnis have I drilled this in you, instilled it in you. Only Allah, sirf Allah is also not enough. You have to believe in Allah and His messengers, and Jibrail and Mikhail. And Mikhail is only mentioned once in this Quran ayat, I think, directly by name. On earth or in yourselves, no calamity, record. Easy for Allah. What else is there? Indeed, we sent our messengers with clear proofs and with, yeah, this one I did, right? Willing to stand up, help. Oh, strong. Allah, strong. Help. Yansuru.
ينصره
Hal min nasir yansuru. Yansarna. Hal min nasir yansur. Imam Hussein is calling for help. Oh goodness, Karbala, Noha, this. Make evident he who helps him and his messengers unseen. Ah, maybe Shia commentary could be unseen. Oh, Ali helped all the messengers, unseen. He was unseen. He was unknown at that time who he was. No one knew who Ali was. Yeah. Maybe it was Babaji. Now I found a Babaji. No, don't go hither and thither. Who's this Mahavtar Babaji? He's been there. Mahavtar Babaji. People have had seen him, met him. Mahavtar Babaji is the Himalayan yogi and guru who taught Kriya Yoga to Lahari Mahasa. But actually, who is he? Who is Khidr? And who is this Melchizedek? Who is Melchizedek? You know, from the Bible? I found out from Paulo Coelho's book. How do you spell him? His name, sir, Melchizedek. Ah, I know. Zara was saying it's me. Oh, Melchizedek. Who's M? I don't know how to in the Bible. When has he appeared, Melchizedek? The Melchizedek king of Salem brought out bread and wine. He was priest of God Most High, and he blessed Abraham. Oh, when Ibrahim was Abraham, saying, Blessed be Abraham by God Most High, creator of the heaven and earth. So this is when did Abraham become Abraham? Abram. Oh. No copyright infringement intended. Ah, so he brought him in the order of Melchizedek. And he says in another place, you are priest forever in the order. Okay, who says this? All versions. Chapter. Sorry. So online, some online every high priest is selected from among the people and is appointed to represent the people in matters related to God. But God said to him, "You are my son. Today I have become your father." In the same way, Christ did not take on himself the glory of becoming a high priest, but God said to him, "You are my son. Today I have become your father." And he says in another place, "You are a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek." Ooh, what does this mean? And was designated by God to be high priest in order of Melchizedek. Malki, Melchizedek, Imam Sadiq, like that, right? I was thinking. In fact, though, by this time you ought to be teachers, you need someone to teach you all over again, need milk, solid. Anyone who lives on milk being still an infant. This is Jesus, the great high priest. Hebrews 5. Every high priest. What is this? I've got it. I haven't checked this as yet. Sorry. So, likewise, you see, when I asked for, is this the truth? Abrahamic religion. Oh, Jesus, in Karachi. I should have called on Melchizedek. There has to be someone there, alive, right? Like the Hindus have. They say that Babaji is from ancient times, like he's the begin. He's the primordial, what is he? Primordial, can't pronounce that word. Most time, often, Il, what? The priest of El Elyon. You see, he could have just had one person, always alive. And then this is the witness that the, you know what I mean? Or something different. Then the Jews changed their scriptures, corrupted it, or they don't follow, and the Christians changed their scripture. You see, we have so many problems in this Abrahamic religion. I need to go in search of that. Or Hazrat Khizar. Make it easy for us, God. This is too many problems, too confusing. Or just one person who comes to anyone like Baba Avtar, Ma Avtar Babaji. And this, some Hindus even say that, they just, God knows what they've done. But he is a teacher who appeared in northern India. Like, what do you call him? Someone who's always there. Acha. In the Himalayan yogi and guru taught Kriya. Acha. 1820. Okay. Great avatar, revered father. Babaji first became recognized through the writings of Paramahansa Yogananda, who devoted a chapter of his autobiography of a yogi to Babaji and found it self-realization. Yes, but okay, it doesn't mention pilgrimage. Like he's ever living. He is the first human. How do you say it now? I'm lost with words. I'm not that articulate. Or even someone better. Like some Hindus say, well, only, some say he's the, who is Baba Mahavtar? Babaji. Wait. There's no historical records relating to the birth and life of Mahavtar Babaji. Is Mahavtar Babaji a Shiva? Is Mahavtar Babaji Lord Krishna? So you see, Hindus also, let's see, some are asking, according to Sri M's autobiography, Apprentice to a Himalayan Master, Babaji was Shiva in the second life. Oh my goodness. Oh. He mentions Babaji changing his form to that of Shiva. All of these accounts, along with additional reported meetings, are described in various biographies. So we should have had someone. Yogananda called him Babaji Krishna, saying that Babaji was Krishna in a former incarnation. Yeah, one person helping, okay, but so much power that he can appear at any time he wants, and he never dies. And he's the witness of the on earth, like not changing, one like unchanging man, right? And he's from the Himalayas, or he's the God on earth in human form. And he comes to help humanity. He appears when humanity is in need, or when India needs more gurus, to make the gurus, or to give some Kriya Yoga, or to make changes in Kriya Yoga, or to make changes in the Hindu scriptures. One person ever living, God on earth. And then whoever follows him, we know whoever has been distinct by him, Mahafta Babaji is the true Guru then. Like that we should. Then it's easy. Like I was thinking something, or take Jiddu Krishnamurti. He will show you what's within, what is this? What is fear? What do you say fear is? You know, like that within yourself. Or take this type. Oh, comes, and because India needs many gurus right now, or something, let's say, or Sadgurus. Every village needs Sadguru or Guru, or we need lots of gurus. And so there's no this thing of they killed Imam Hussain, so now the son, one Imam at a time. Problem also that. But many gurus spread here and there in India. Kami nahi hai guruon ki. There's no right. Words of Allah will not be spent. Kami nahi hai guruon ki. And the words of Allah coming in. Alive. So that's the words of Allah. If they say Jesus is the word of Allah, many words of Allah, many human beings. Words of Allah. If the trees were pens, not be spent. I think it's in Surah Kaf, I'm not sure. So you see the problems I've encountered, I can never be sure. God exists. Well, I can assume God exists by some power is there, like I've experienced, but that's too subjective. So we can tell atheists also, look, this is the way and this is how. We don't have to argue. We don't have to be in conflict. Verily Allah is Almighty, though all the trees in the earth were pens, and the sea, seven seas, after to replenish it, yet would the words of God not be spent. Surah 31, ayat 27. I was wrong. So Surah 31. So like the Christians say, Jesus is the word of Allah. The word of God, sorry. They don't like Allah, and Allah is fake. This, anyways, but I think the Christians of Arabia used Allah also, and the Jews of Arabia also used Allah. Though all the trees. So this word, so many Jesuses, like, so many gurus. These are true gurus, you can say. And so the people are not like tested in faith. Do you say you You say you believe, but you will not be tested. Quran ayat. Why? All people need guidance. But okay, when they say we are believers, that's why I'm very scared to say I'm a believer, because God will test me. Sometimes I became a coward like this. Yeah, don't say you're a believer. Otherwise, God will, you say you are a believer. Oh my God, that's going to come and maybe no, because believers, Wali Allah can take it, take bad, good. They fear none, nor will they grieve. You say you are believers and that you will not be tested. Oh Allah, why are you testing us? Oh, the guidance is so difficult. Firstly, guidance, so many things. So that's why I've done this in good faith, right? And shared, because I don't want you to fall and not get the best out of everything, the divine, if there's a divine God. Get the best. I don't think this is near to even. Near to this is below average, this Quran. After having taken my, I'm not scared. I had to take like Hazrat Musa said, right? I'm going to find the truth. I'm going in search of truth. Even if, this and that, whatever I encounter. So I looked at these Quran ayats, problems everywhere. Every other Quran ayat has a problem. So please, I tell you now with emotionally, please be good to yourself when nobody else will. Make the most. Get so we have healing for the people oppressed out there crying. Reach out, give light, love, care, and show them how they can heal themselves. Whatever they need, may their needs be fulfilled for the betterment of all. I mean, not hurting others and stealing and all this from others, the light, whatever they have. So, to heal the people, to have no more oppression, zulm no way up, zulm nahi hona chahiye, koi roye nahi, dard bade, tears. Agar roye to we should cry, tears of joy. So let's heal the world. So may God, of course, like if there is a God, or is, we are all divine healers. May we find that in us. Then there will remain no hospitals, no doctors. And may we end conflicts, live in harmony. Then there will remain no lawyers, no cases. So believe in, not believe, but see that we are abundant. Then there will be no businessman, no monopoly, no competition. We have abundance wealth. We are abundant. But that this will be heaven, paradise, light. The world is lit up and all this. I'll come back. Thank you, Gogo. I'm fine, thank you. I hope you'll be wonderful and have a wonderful day, always wonderful life. the wonder of you. Do you want me to sing a brother, the wonder of you? So you are a wonder, not just fine. One day I want to hear that you are wonderful, fantastic. So live in, put, put in the fantasy gear. Dream. May your dream come true. A fact was the hard outer cover of meaning. So you got the fact. And you got the meaning, which was the soft living stuff inside a fact. Fact and meaning were the driving cogs of living. If the gear of fact drove the gear of meaning, then they revolved in opposite directions. Here, because love doesn't go with facts, I think. Or what? Our lives don't go with facts. But put the gear of fantasy between the two, and they both revolved in the same direction. So one day, Gogo, if you're still here, or you'll be listening later, yeah, this is a long live stream, 2 hours now. So have a fantastic time, and may you be feeling fantastic, not just fine. Okay? Jui Chawla, thank you for your help. Really, it helped me. You were the last, what you told me really made my stream so powerful, so important, so great. In the end, you nailed it last time in my previous live stream that I did. And you got me coming here doing this. So religious people are cowards. It's my unbiased observation. So have you ever done an unbiased observation? Try to do that, Muslims. Try to do that. So we can save you. Saving from being frightened. Oh, because I ain't frightened, and then you don't have to give sacrifices and pray every day and say, I'm so sorry, God, I'm so sorry, I made a mistake. Every day I go out, I don't know how many sins I commit. So maybe my hijab is not, oh, one hair is showing, I'll burn in, oh, my, or the grave punishment is coming, belong to ignorance. It's simply that you move out of the way and let Mr. God move in. Okay? So, simple, simple. Don't have to sacrifice. True love demands no sacrifice. There's a song I found. True love demands no sacrifice. Have you ever, maybe, I don't know. Oh, not a Quran ayat, please. It's a song by White Snakes or who? Let's see. Not coming here, Google search. It's an old song, 1989 song, True Love. Oh, True Love. I forgot to put love. Who knows what love is? I think I'm just guessing. It's coming White Snake, maybe White Snake, by White Snake song. Song. No, I don't see it. True love demands no sacrifice. Not White Snake, then who? Okay, I just remembered this. It's a song I know for sure. True love demands no sacrifice. You don't have to sacrifice. What is all this sacrifice and God testing you and fear, even in these sometimes in the Vishwa nights and all. No, no, no. Claim your divinity if you believe in divine. Okay? That you are divine then. Otherwise, there's this distance and you will be going wrong. You'll be struggling every day. 5 times prayers will not be enough. Okay? So we want to make it easy for you, the easy way, Surah Allah verse. But not in the way Allah meant or something, I don't know. But the way that you don't have to be tested even. Feel divine if you believe in divine. I'm not saying for the atheist, but if you believe in the divine, then be divine. Be God. Why did Jesus, Jesus also said, though I'm not a Christian, be perfect. Like my Father in heaven, your Father. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father. Matthew 5, verse 48. You don't have to be sinners and be, I'm a sinner and Jesus, please help me. No, no. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father. There are contradictions here too. First, they make you feel sinner. Then he sends God's child, son. So I just had it. Okay, maybe. I hope I see. I'm also scared. Give me one moment in time. Whitney Houston Olympics. Give me one moment in time. Can you just be one moment? Give me one moment. Let's see if for one moment we can talk and not be scared. In time, against God, even. And really, I'm not like playing around. No, no, no. Whitney Houston. That I would not be scared, right? Or what? Lyrics. Song by Whitney Houston. Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart, fought every gain. To taste the sweet, I face the pain. I rise and fall, yet through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away. They're realized, and the answers are all up to me. Ayat says, I can give answers to squillions of questions. You have the answer. Give me one moment in time without fear, that I fear none. I do not even fear God. What, without fear, what are you? I live. Let me find that no one does. Or is it in another song? I'll be free, I'll be free. Be free from fear, since I don't think I see that I will be unafraid. Which song is that? Give me one moment in time when I'm more than answers are. And when I'm one moment, I will feel eternity. Make it shine. Give me one moment in time. Or is it in Take My Breath Away? That song. Be free. I'm free. Things are only as important as I want them to be. So take a bit of sunshine, and the rain comes away. Ah, John Cicada. Okay? Be free, be fantastic, claim your rights, claim your birthright, your beginning right. Before you were even born, claim that. I wish you don't have to go hither and thither searching for healing, this, that, being sad, depressed, feeling down or pulled down. So we're all one in humanity. We are all divine if we believe in divinity. We should be divine. There should be no distance, no difference. Okay? Thank you so much. All the best. God bless you. And you are blessed because you are the blessed and you give out blessings. Each one of you. Thank you so much.